being
Stop being a
bitter.
fucking incel.
Well, stop being so bitter about all this red pill crap.
Yeah, or just talking about red pill and black pill, all this crap in general.
Okay, yeah, well, alright, should we do that first? Then?
Okay, let's do that first.
You can introduce it, yeah.
I'd rather you do. I hate fucking introducing this shit.
You can
Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about red pill, black pill, all that stuff. How that relates to day game, how that relates to dating in general, I guess. My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is that blue pill is just guys, I guess, like so-called normie guys who believe in like the general kind of dating model, or like the general consensus that you meet that one girl that you spend the rest of your life with, you get married, you have kids, you live happily ever after.
You do
that
9
kind
to
of thing.
5. Yeah. Go to uni, get a good degree.
Yeah. And as long as you've got the basic stuff right, you'll do okay. And then red pill is like you're aware of the harsh realities, female nature, female psychology, the harsh realities
of how society
of dating,
works as well.
Yeah, society works, and also understanding about attraction and dating nuances and that kind of thing. Psychology within dating, not just female psychology. So things like, for example, when do women peak? When are they at their most attractive?
And
early
SMV
20s
and stuff.
Yeah, all of that sexual market value stuff.
And also, it's like I think red pill doesn't apply to other areas. It's like opening up the truth to like the education system and how we've been brainwashed a lot of people about you have to get a good degree in uni and stuff and retirement and all this bollocks. Like, but yeah, anyway, like you continue.
Yeah, and then I guess black pill is. I guess it's like a form or a branch of red pill, but it's more focused on the fact that looks are everything, and if you're not good looking, you're fucked, basically.
It's a victim mindset, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if black pill comprises other things as well. To be honest, I'm not really that fussed about this stuff. It really doesn't interest me that much, because as far as I know, it's just a bunch of guys from these Reddit sub-threads and stuff who are just coming together and just spreading like...
It's a little bit like these no-fap guys, the kind of cults.
Yeah, it's very cultish and it's very like victim mindset, and it's boring and it's just not like conducive to actually bringing to a positive vibe and actually enjoying life. It's just not there. I know like a lot of guys on my comments, especially on like my infill videos, they'll comment stuff like, oh yeah, this girl's only interested in money, or this girl's only interested in looks, or looks are everything. Oh, day game doesn't matter. It's all about how good looking you are. But it's just not the case. It's just we're not saying looks don't matter. Of course they fucking matter. They matter a lot.
Yeah, they do matter.
But it's not everything. And certainly if you do improve with day game, with your social skills, it's going to have a massive impact on the types of girls you are meeting and how many girls you are meeting. It's just a fact. A lot of guys that are so heavily invested or immersed in these like subcultures, these cultish whatever things, they don't go out and approach. They don't have like first-hand experience of actually approaching women or actually dating women. It's just really silly.
I agree with Ed. A lot of these guys on these forums and Reddit, whatever subcultures, they kind of become bitter.
The thing is, they don't approach girls, and the thing is, if they did actually get good at day game, if they actually put the effort in and got good, they would see that their dating life would improve. Okay, maybe they're not going to get the same results as a guy who's like a fucking male model. Let's say they're a guy who's on the looks on a look scale. Let's say they're a 5 out of 10. They're not going to get the same results in day game as a guy who's a 9 out of 10 in terms of looks. But it doesn't mean you can't do fucking day games. It doesn't mean you can't date girls. It just means that you're going to be less successful with dating the super high quality girls or the super good looking girls. It's just that's the thing. That's just the nature of reality. And the thing is with this is that just because you're doing day game, or just because you see some YouTube videos of me or some other guy approaching these incredibly hot girls, it doesn't mean that that's the only way to do day game. You can approach girls who are not as hot or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. I think so what's your opinion on like the thing, yeah, for me, like the red pill is, you know, there are some truths to this stuff with red pill, obviously about, you know, it has some good points, but you learn about, you know, female nature, you learn about stuff in society that we might have been taught, like a lot of social conditioning, and that's good, but the way I see it is you have to use this stuff to your advantage, and you have to take action. It's all good having knowledge, but if you're not implementing it, it's just mind wank, and you either get bitter or you can just get better. Like, fair enough, you know, they talk about stuff like hypergamy, all this kind of like terms and stuff, but you know, you just have to use this to your advantage. In my
having kind of like a baseline knowledge of the stuff is helpful. You know, knowing about like sexual dynamic, dating dynamics, sexual dynamics, sexual market value, stuff like that is definitely helpful. Having just a baseline understanding, but don't fucking get obsessed about it, and don't kind of, you know, take that stuff and then view it in a negative light. Look at the positive side of things. There certainly are a lot of positives. So
exactly.
take the red pill stuff, but view it in a kind of more positive context.
Yeah, I mean, and also like you want to avoid judging people, because a lot of guys are like, oh, I know red pill, like these blue pill guys, I'm above them. It's like, no, you're not. Like, it doesn't matter if you're whatever you want to call blue pilled, red pilled, like I don't care as long as you're a cool guy. Like, it doesn't matter.
And all these labels, they don't help in general, do they?
They're
like
all
classifying people.
Labels,
labeling people. I don't like labeling things in general. It's just stupid, because it just puts you in a box, and then, oh, this is how it has to be. Oh, you're not this anymore. Why aren't you doing this? Well, I thought you were this. You should be this. This is how this does things.
Society loves to label things because it makes it easy to identify groups.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of group culture. Like,
it's easier to herd people, to program people.
Yeah, like group thing.
Control
like,
people, yeah.
I'm part of the no-fap community, but it's similar to that, this sort of thing, because a lot of these no-fap so-called guys, no-fap has some benefits, but it's like, you see some of these guys who are like, yeah, I'm on day 77. It's like, okay, that's cool, but what else are you doing? It's not like, okay, fair enough, you're on day 77, as if that's like the biggest achievement ever. It's like, but are you actually going out? Are you socialising? Are you working on your goals? Oh, I fapped, my life is over. It's like, no, who cares?
The fact that you know it's day 77, in my opinion, it's a bit stupid. The fact that you know you're on day 77, like, who gives a shit if you're on fucking day 77? It doesn't sound like you're enjoying your
You're
life.
not enjoying your life.
Why are you counting this? Like, fuck it all. Like, and that's another thing I find. Like, just in general, a lot of guys, they have to quantify everything. And okay, there is a balance in terms of like, okay, it's good to have a general idea of your progression or of your progress and how well you're doing and whether there's scope for improvement. But to get so fucking bogged down on these fucking statistics, it's just not helpful, because it just puts pressure on yourself. Like, oh, I'm not doing as good anymore. Fuck, I'm feeling depressed now. It's just being so fucking quantified. And people do this with day game as well. Like, they'll be like, I did this many approaches, I got this many numbers, I got this many flakes, I got this many dates, I got this many lays. It's just focus on results. It's not helpful. It's not going to help you actually enjoy what you're doing, and it's not going to help you sustain this stuff in the long term. And that's the key, sustaining this stuff in the long term.
Yeah, because we made a video on why lay count doesn't matter, similar to that, you know, because a lot of guys are so obsessed with chasing the results all the time.
And it comes down to validation ultimately.
Yeah, it comes down to the validation you're looking for, and also, to be honest, women, like, you know, the reason guys are doing it is usually to impress other guys. That's really what it's about. They're trying to get validation from their mates. But yeah, going to the whole like black pill, blue pill, red pill stuff, just try not to identify with one group. And yeah, I mean, the blue pill stuff, I mean, like, you know, at the end of the day you can do what you want, but yeah, there are some truths with the red pill, obviously, I would say, but it's good knowledge to have.
And even with the black pill, there's some truths with that as well. Obviously looks fucking matter. Obviously they fucking matter. But it's not like if you look a certain way that you can't date or you can't get girls.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, yeah, if you're a 5 out of 10 guy on the look scale, you're going to struggle to get a girl who's a 9 out of 10. It's just the way the fucking world works.
Yeah.
But don't look at things so in such a depressing way. I mean, just do the best that you can, and that's it. That's all that you can do. Look at ways to optimize your circumstances. Look at ways to optimize your position wherever you're at. I'm sure you can improve, and if you do, your life will get enriched. It's as simple as that, really.
Yeah, things are not black and white. These are nuanced. It's not like it's either looks or nothing. It's like that's bullshit. You know, there's a lot of things that make up value as a guy. Looks is one part. Do what you can, like as you said, grooming, the gym, hygiene, all the basic stuff, style. You know, what's in your control, basically. And if you can fix something that you're insecure about, then just do it. I would say, just do it. Invest in yourself. Get a PT or whatever. You know, whatever you have to do to make yourself feel more confident. But yeah, what about the blue pill? What's your views on this? That kind of like that.
I mean, it's not for me personally, but you know, so I think like in terms of like this whole blue pill, or I guess looking down upon guys.
Well, I don't judge anyone.
Yeah, it's
a
like,
lot of people are like don't know.
Yeah, like again, it just becomes cultish to like judge people negatively just because they're following a certain lifestyle. I mean, if somebody does genuinely just want to meet that one girl, get married, have kids, get a mortgage, do a 9 to 5, that's absolutely fine if that makes them genuinely happy. And some people are genuinely happy just doing that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But ultimately, it's about doing what you want to do, and not being so judgmental of others as well.
Yeah, what I would say is it's better. Like a lot of people make decisions based on trying to please other people, or they're trying to please society. So once you have the knowledge, it gives you more power because you can make a decision based on abundance. Like you do stuff based on what you want to do, which I think is better once you have knowledge, you know, and then you have to obviously apply it. But yeah, a lot of guys sort of go along with what they're supposed to do or what they're told. But
the main thing is don't concern yourself too much about what other people want you to do, and focus more on what you genuinely want to do, and really think what is it that you really want in this life, because life is short, life is finite, there's a limited amount of time you have on this planet, so really make sure that you're doing what you want to do, what you genuinely want to do, not what somebody else wants to do. Because I know like a lot of people, they are very much influenced by their friends and family, and that massively dictates their life or the route their life takes.
Exactly, yeah.
But yes, I really need to just make yourself happy. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the best way, in my opinion, is just do what you want to do, and yeah, don't try and live to please other people all the time, and then you're going to feel way more happier, trust me. Living authentic to exactly what you want to do. Yeah, because a lot of guys, they're trying to people please, as you said, and they're in a lot of group think, like, yeah, I don't want to go too deep with it, but like, you know, like all these so-called groups, and they put their agendas on you, but it's like, okay, but what about you though? What do you think? What do you want? Like, it's all good, as we said, following, you know, even our advice, but it's like, you know, the way I look at it, it's like take people's information, you know, maybe you can apply it, get inspired, but you know, what do you want at the end of the day? You have to ask yourself that. What's going to make you feel good, happy? Get this knowledge. Like the red pill has some good knowledge, but then you want to apply it, stop being the victim. Because I see a lot of these black pill guys, and they're kind of like victims because they're sitting around saying it's just about looks and all that crap. When, you know, clearly it matters a little bit, but that's not everything. You know, I've seen so many guys who are out getting results for women, they're not that tall or whatever, it doesn't matter. So
yeah. There was another thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to think.
but yeah,
I think we covered most of it.
I just think there's solutions, like if you want to have kids and stuff you can, but I just think you need to be aware of like also the country we're living in now, the UK, and like the certain laws around, you know, just be aware, go where you're best treated, I would say, because you know, you want to, if you have this knowledge, you want to go to countries where you're not, if you are going to do these decisions, you want to be in a, you don't have to do it conventionally, like you could get married if you want, but you don't have to get married if you like a girl, you know, you don't have to. Yeah, you can have kids if you want, but you don't have to be married. So there's many ways. Things are not black and white, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see things as like.
Yeah. So a lot of people, they just go down one path because that's what the done thing is to do, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with that like that. But it very much can be if that's what you genuinely want to do. Nothing wrong with that. It's all good either way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I would say like for guys in your 20s, maybe do what you want to do, but like traveling, finding out what your purpose, your passions. Because I see a lot of guys who don't have knowledge and they accidentally, the first girl that likes them, they like immediately jump onto and cling onto that one girl, and then they're like, oh fuck, and then you see them a few years later, they're like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and again, it comes back to what
I'm not judging them, but that's because
like getting so heavily invested in a girl and then she ends up leaving or just not being interested anymore, and then it's like fuck, what, they get massively depressed and they in a very low state. You have to be okay with that, I think.
Yeah. That's why having this knowledge is very powerful, but you actually have to implement it, because then you can make decisions from a place of abundance, not like scarcity mindset, basically.
Yeah. Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we'll go out in public and work on you approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.